Good evening to DeFiChain News on 21st September 2022, the new show that provides you with the latest updates on the DeFiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will talk about the next shows and dates. But before we start with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DeFiChain, Lord Mark. I'm very happy that you are back and I am not alone here. So it's a little bit easier. There's no need to talk every
Good
time.
evening. Yeah, happy to be back. Thanks for having me. How are you, DC? How was your day?
Business as usual from the work, and I'm fine. Yeah, thanks. We had a great German show, and now we have the great English version
show.
of it.
We had an awesome German one today. It was really funny. Let's see how we can do this in English.
Right,
Good.
because today we have the show without
There's no news,
any news.
actually. Right.
No.
So what are we gonna talk about then?
Beer.
Beer, wine. Cool. Hey, Mr. Two-letter guy. That was especially for Bernd. Bernd knows that's the inside joke. We're gonna reveal that one day. I show you the headlines, and you're gonna talk a little bit about it. What do you think about it?
Great idea. Let's go.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Here are the headlines.
Headlines of tonight. So for sure we have an update about DeFiChain. We start with dUSD, current state, and a short outlook. So what's coming next? We have an update on the DeFiChain. So we will talk about the forthcoming Epilogue update or hard fork. The Lightwallet was updated and we show you what's happened there. We will have a new dToken voting. Details following in the show. Notable mentions, our regular point and the community project with their updates. And the last point, like mentioned before, stay until the end. Future dates, what's happening next on DeFiChain. So
it's actually pretty crazy, right? So for that, we thought we don't have to say a lot tonight, and we're gonna have a little chit chat and play around and be funny here. The show notes are actually pretty long, so it looks like serious work tonight. So
correct.
Yeah.
We start with the first topic I would recommend. dUSD. So originally we thought we have the hard fork today, or had it, but now it's a little bit later. So we are not talking about what happened. We are talking about the overall situation of the dUSD. Tell us a little bit more. What's the current state? Everyone leaving?
Yeah, so ship is sinking, we're dead soon, DeFiChain gets closed, season's over. No, not at all. Not so we are just joking here. So I think we thought it's a little bit, or it's gonna be a bit interesting just to look back, right? So we said, what is actually the target? What do we want to achieve? Just a quick reminder, because sometimes people come up with this great idea that we want this. I think we are all quite aware what we want, and I think we all bought into that idea. There are two things. We want a stable USD as close as possible to $1. Yeah. And the second thing is we want a small DEX stabilization fee. So that means actually if we sell dUSD against another asset, that there's no stabilization fee. I think, DC, that's what we can all agree on, that's something would be very pleasant to have that, right?
Correct. That's the overall goal.
That's the overall goal. Absolutely. So what happened so far, or what happened in the last couple of weeks? So we still see a discount on dUSD. The discount also changed. It went down from 87 cents, sorry, mixing up the numbers here, to 74 cents. The main driver that the dUSD price decreased a little bit was, of course, the dumping crypto prices. So it's not so much that dUSD decreases in value, it's people dumping crypto, less utility for the USD. That influences, of course, the USD price a little bit. And we see that the DEX stabilization fee also dropped from 12% to 8.5% over the last couple of weeks, right? So It could go even down to around 3%. So we said about every day we're gonna drop now about 0.5%, and then we see how is the ratio between minted dUSD and algo dUSD, and then we're gonna see where the journey is going. But at the moment we are on the downtrend, so that means the DEX stabilization fee is increasing. And funny enough, you can see that actually I think more people are buying dUSD at the moment, means they were selling DeFi, than the other way around. So the DEX fee goes down, and we actually see a little bit a trend even in the other direction. We thought if the DEX fee drops, people gonna sell dUSD. So this is not really happening. So I think what we were joking, are we all dying? Is the DeFiChain ship going down, or the dUSD ship going down? It doesn't look like that at the moment. I think the people who are in there, they kind of regain trust, even we are still in a discount at the moment. So we said 1.2 million dUSD were bought. That's another way to say 1.2 million DFI, around that ballpark figure, were sold. So we saw people went into dUSD and went out of DFI. So that's what actually happened over the last couple of days. So now with the upcoming hard fork that you mentioned the headlines before, that is going to be in about 12 hours now from now. There are a couple of new measures introduced. That means, first of all, the dUSD, if you put it in the vault, is gonna get a value of $1.2. So the value in the vault of dUSD is gonna be increased. That's interesting. Look out. So maybe your collateralization ratio is gonna jump up if you have dUSD in your vault because of this new value. Another thing is now, if you wanna mint dUSD, you need DFI in your vault. So in the last update, it was actually over the last couple of weeks and months, it was possible. You had dUSD in your vault, you could mint dUSD, and what people also did, they kind of looped the whole thing, like they leveraged USD, they minted, put them back, minted again, and increased actually their, how can I say it, the negative interest rates that we have at the moment on dUSD loans. They pushed up the interest rate because they had like a factor 2, so they got like twice as much negative interest rate. So we decided that would be a good idea that people don't do this, because there's not so much value in looping dUSD, but we see far more value if people gonna add also DFI now in their vaults, and that's what gonna happen with the next upgrade. So actually the upgrade in about 12 hours. I think these are the two main changes. Kügi did a DeFiChain Demystified video with me the last couple of days. It's in English available as well, where he explains exactly what I now briefly explained, like really rudimentarily only, where he explains like in a 40-minute explanation with his famous graphics and moving things. So it's going to be really interesting. Check that out. Did I forget something, DC?
No, I think that's all. To the current state and the outlook. Cool. Maybe our second topic as an add-on to the changes not from the functional side, what's coming up with the hard fork.
Okay.
So any things we should be aware of?
Yeah, so the boring numbers. So it's going to be mainnet upgrade 2.11.1. Update your masternode, please. It's a mandatory update. Also update your full wallet if you have one. And the block number is going to be 2,275,500. There is an update countdown available. Maybe we can link that up in the show notes. We're also going to put a blog post about the fraud canning Epilogue in the show notes. DC is always doing this end of the show. So there's going to be a little bit more information. So countdown, a blog post, what does it mean? And maybe we also can link the DeFiChain Demystified video that also covers the topic. So if you really want to be informed, there's enough information out there, so nobody can say you haven't been informed. The only thing what you have to do now is read the stuff or listen to it. And maybe there was one critic or a couple of people said it's gonna get so complicated. This is right. It's not super simple, but you don't have to do all these things. So it's not like you have to do all these things all the time. If you don't feel comfortable because you think it's a bit complicated, stick to the simpler things. You can liquidity mine, you can stake, right? You don't have to do all this looping, unlooping, and all these things. So it's like, it's optional, right? It's not a must. I think that's always quite
perfect.
funny, right? Whatever
Perfect.
floats your boat, DC, right?
Cool. Okay, so far for dUSD and Fort Canning Epilogue update.
Yep.
Then we have a look on DeFiChain Lightwallet. There was also an update, but not related to the hard fork. What happened on the Lightwallet?
Absolutely right. Like you say, while you have to upload the full wallet, the Lightwallet doesn't have to be updated for the Fort Canning Epilogue hard fork. But there's going to be a functionality, this so-called unloop button, so pay back your loan with collateral. We don't know how the name really going to be in the final stage. This is going to be involved there in the next update, so always make sure that you have auto update, that you update your Lightwallet. And of course, they are working on user experience, on the user interface. It always looks a little bit different. They want to make it easier. They want to make it easier to understand for people who come new into the ecosystem. And especially for the update now, there's going to be this button and sometimes more information and stuff. So make sure that you update to the latest version. 2.5 is supposed to be the latest one then.
Thanks. The one or other missed voting on DeFiChain, special voting, dToken voting. We are back.
It's nice. We are back. We are back. It's kind of funny, right? Because some people complained too many listings, then we didn't do a listing. A couple of people missed the listings. So it's a mixed bag, right? So we are really back. There was a lot of dUSD stuff ongoing. There was also vacation time, a couple of developers, and we were not here. So we said we're going to skip one round, and now we are back. There's going to be 12 tickers. They're unlucky losers. Like DC always calls them, they are back. So you have a second chance if they didn't make it the last time. And then we prepared 8 new tickers. They're going to be a little bit different. We don't want to spoiler that too much, but check it out. It's going to be interesting one. Start of voting is 24th of September, DC. That's Saturday. Okay. And then we've got on Wednesday, on the 28th, we're going to have the big reveal in a news show, like always. And then on the 30th September, this is a Friday, they're going to go live on the DEX. Then you can actually start filling the pools. And the rewards kick in. That's always the highlight of the whole operation. 3rd of October, Monday, block heights to be determined. There's going to be a ticker, a countdown for sure again. Yeah, just check it out on Twitter. You're going to see all the dates there anyway. That's it.
Looking forward to next week when we have the result. Then notable mention. So today, do we have something to be mentioned?
Yes, so that's always kind of a mixed bag of different things. So first of all, there's going to be ERC20 listing. It's going to be announced on the 26th, or the listing's going to be on the 26th of September. We thought we would have all the information in a news show. We don't have it yet. We are waiting for it. It's going to be interesting. Supposed to be a top 10 exchange. So let's see what's going to happen there. And then there was a rebuild show that you did last week about the DeFiChain lottery project. If you haven't seen that, it's on our YouTube channel, and maybe we can also link that up in the show notes. Interesting to see what's all about the project. Thanks for doing that, DC. Very interesting one.
Good. Then last main topic for today, community project and the updates, and we have a ton of it.
Let me have a sip of green tea first.
Yes, please. And then let's go through.
And then let's power through it. It's a long one today. Okay, Jelly Wallet. Hardware wallet integration is ready. They're working now on the UI implementation and also applying to release an official DeFiChain app for Ledger. So that would be the first one with Ledger integration. That's interesting. Then they integrated native Bitcoin to the Jelly Wallet, what we have actually on the full wallet, but what we don't have on the Light Wallet. That is an interesting feature. Then they had a security kind of test with the external partner. They found a couple of non-so-crucial little flaws, and they're gonna be resolved, of course. And then they are working on transaction history, some improvements, and collected a lot of user feedback. And of course, new UI design upgrade. We hear this again and again, but these guys are under pressure because the Lightwallet is always gonna be like kind of polished up, and we not every week. So they try to stay close behind the DeFiChain Lightwallet. DeFiChain Wizard. DeFiChain Wizard launched a beta version. So another tool that can help you to manage your vault that you hopefully not get liquidated. They were also pointing out it's a beta. So beta stage means it's kind of a work in progress still. So they said just for testing, not push large funds in there. But you can test on the mainnet now. It works, and please give them feedback if you find some bug or have some suggestions. Developers are always happy about feedback, of course. So beta stage, and it's available. And there's also a website, DeFiChain-wizard.com, where you get more information. They have a nice user interface. Check it out. That was the first one. Then the Vault Maxi, that is a little bit longer here, in operations already, released version 2.3. Kugi and his Max Vaulty, that is actually also managing your vault, is a bot. It helps you not to get liquidated. They also included a new logic for the upcoming forthcoming Epilogue update. So dUSD minting alone could be, the looping could be less profitable than doing liquidity mining now with minted dUSD. This is also included. Check that out. Version 2.3 is live already. Then Accelerator team, our marketing gang, new listing, what they mentioned, 26th of September. So check out what they're gonna announce soon. Then finally there's an airdrop, 16th of October to 4th of November. We talk about that since half a year already. So this is now finally gonna happen. And then a couple of the guys are at the mainnet event. So DC and me, we were not flying, but I think Santiago is there, Prasanna is there, a couple of other people are there. So I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot of news from that event. Check that out. Then SmartCon is another event that follows mainnet. I think Santiago and Prasanna might be there. Then there's going to be a first video of with this out-of-the-box influencers. We haven't shown us 28th. DC, that's 28th of September. So that would be in 6 days then, right?
Yeah, next week, Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday. Okay, so there's going to be some cool new video. And then they're launching an accelerator website. And they're going to be new jelly stickers. So and they talk with new agencies about the redesign of the website. That's actually pretty cool. We said the new website should be redesigned, and there's a lot of talk ongoing. So yeah, we're looking forward to this. And last but not least, last point, DeFiChain Lottery. Michael Fuchs from Masternode Monitor launched a new website. Chances.defichain-lottery.com is a crazy long URL, but check it out. You can put your DeFiChain lottery address in there, or the address where you bought your lottery ticket, and it gives you a chance how likely you're gonna lose or win on the lottery. Pretty cool idea, I find. Yeah, that's it. Long update, community one. Cool one.
Yeah. I'm very happy to see it, that community is still
working,
building and building, creating stuff around DeFiChain. Yeah, it's really great.
Cool.
Okay, then let's have a look on the future date. So what's happening next on DeFiChain?
Like always, Wednesday, news show. And then finally, I got the chance to have Olgi in the DeFiChain Fireside Chat show. It's gonna be live on Thursday, 7:30 Central European Time. Olgi, the meme queen of DeFiChain. So who doesn't know her yet, check out the video. It's gonna be really interesting. We're gonna talk memes, we're gonna talk crypto, we're gonna talk DeFiChain, we're gonna talk community. The usual stuff of a DeFiChain Fireside Chat. It's gonna be a fun one. It's the second time that we have a lady in the show, so support her, leave her a like, leave her a nice comment. I think this is what really the people need who come in the Fireside Chat. That's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. I will watch it tomorrow evening, German time.
Thank you. Cool.
Prime time. Yeah, and that's the show. Cool. That's the end of today's news show, where we have no topic. No, we had a lot of stuff. A really great show. Everyone live. Stay until a short break, so we have time for the one or other question. I saw the one or other in the chat already. Everyone not watching live, thanks for watching. Give us a like. This helps the project on YouTube that everyone will find us. And see you next week with a ton of projects. We mentioned hard fork tomorrow. We have the dToken voting, and we have the listing. That's the 3 big ones I have currently in mind. And for sure, the one or other will be added. So great things are happening on DeFiChain. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Have a great time.
Have a nice evening. Bye-bye. If I get the button, here you are. Okay,
here.
We are back.
We are back. Great.
Questions?
Then,
do we have questions here? Let's have a look.
Yes, we have Christian Pedersen, or VIP viewer.
I think he didn't miss a show so far. He must be a real fan or really bored. Christian, we have to invite you to the show. I think we have to do like an anniversary show. Sooner or later, there's going to be a 100th news show, right, DC? Then we have to do some special stuff. Let's think about it. Okay, questions. Hi, says Martin. Big like from Jackie. First question here. Can I still add dUSD as a backup or DFI or other collateral after the hard fork? Namely, I deposited DFI as security and then leveraged it. DC, tricky one for you. No, not tricky one for you. You know that.
I don't know if I get the right point there. So the question is, after the hard fork, how I can handle a vault.
You can add
dUSD
loan. I think, right?
You can add dUSD as collateral if you fulfill the rule of the 50%. No, you can always add.
Yeah, it depends.
Because on the loan.
It depends on loan, right?
Right, yeah, correct.
Kugi called that different. He said this is like, he used a different word for it. I can't remember. So check out the video. There's CX is like, it depends on loan, yeah, like you said.
Yeah. So if you have a running vault where you fulfill the 50% DeFi part with your current loan, then you can add. If you have a vault which doesn't fulfill the rule, maybe you had DFI and dUSD, then DFI is crashing and you have a too high part of dUSD, then you cannot add dUSD. Then you need the 50% DFI part.
Exactly. Yeah. So it really depends. So the answer is yes, you can still add dUSD to your loan. Ukraine war ending soon. Things gonna be better, guys.
Hopefully.
I heard some stories that, but this is like hearsay, I don't know, that Putin wants to turn up the heat a little bit there. But hopefully, I think war should be ended anyway. It's pretty much sucks. And it's getting cold in Germany, right? You need gas, but hopefully not from Russia. But yeah, tricky story.
We will see. Yeah. Europe in general have an issue.
Is it still big talk? Is it still big talk in Europe? Because here in Asia, nobody talks about the war. To be honest, at least in Singapore, it's not a topic.
It's a topic, but not on a daily basis, I would say. Yeah, it's there. Maybe once per week you hear somebody talking about it, but not every day.
I found it pretty scary actually how extreme the media was reporting about it and how quickly they dropped it like a hot potato. It seems to be not so exciting anymore, right? There's other
I would also say that it's not a war topic, it's more this energy crisis topic in general. In Germany you have the electrical power coming out of coal plants or nuclear power plants, and these discussions, where we should go ahead. So that's just a result, more or less, of this war and the gas problem.
Yeah, we don't need heating in Singapore, so I think the nearing winter is not such a big topic, and that it gets cold. We need air conditioning, and electricity is coming out of the wall, out of the power socket anyway. So who needs power supply, or who needs power station out there? Good, just joined, says Ferhat. Looking forward to watch the full recording later. Yeah, thanks for watching, actually. Dr. L. I want to know what Dr. L stands for. I have a lot of ideas. Dr. Love, Dr. Lust, Dr. I don't know. Is the collateralization value of dUSD at $1.20 planned to fluctuate over time? Hold on, let's come back here. Fluctuate over time as the ratio of algo to back dUSD changes, or will dUSD always be worth 120 when it's used collateral? Excellent question, DC.
Yes, it's not planned to be fixed with this $1.20, so it can go down, but the input value is not the ratio between algo and backed dUSD. It is the DEX stabilization fee. If this figure goes down and is below 1%, so nearly removed, then the value of dUSD in a vault will be decreased by 0.5 cent per day maximum, as long as we have this low fee. And if the fee is coming up again, then also the dUSD value can increase. So in the target state, dUSD is also worth $1 in the vault.
Would be the best case, right? At the end, always $1. Christian said, I always take you with me. This is so romantic, Christian. You've been to different countries, eating, going for a walk. That sounds really interesting. We have to bring that dude on the show. Absolutely, it's a must.
Fireside chat.
Good point. Hey, he's like inventory, dUSD. The channel could not exist without Christian. Christian, buckle up, you're invited, DeFiChain Fireside Chat. You just got hired by DC. That's a good idea. I hope you're gonna come. We do this. You are one of the next guests at the Fireside Chat. Now you got it. I think that was the plan, was his plan, the long time plan, actually. Yeah. He earned it. He earned a spot in the Fireside Chat. Absolutely. It's gonna be a fun one. DC, no questions anymore.
Cool.
We are on time. Thanks. We can go to bed, or you can go for dinner and bring the kids to bed.
Correct. Thanks for the questions, everyone in the chat and being live.
Thanks and for the likes and for watching the two clowns here doing the show tonight.
And we will see you next week. Stay tuned. Have a great time. A lot of things are happening. See you soon.
Hopefully only good things. Right.
We will see.
Cool. Thanks. Bye-bye. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.